On this next feature, you're going to hear Anderson Cooper of CNN clip of like a trailer of the interview they're going to be having with Harry on the 8th of January. On 60 Minutes. So you're going to see some of the question, a particular question you ask him. And Harry is trying to say how the press are being used, within the royal family or the institution. On it, what I think, you see, what I say is his heart feeling that in his heart, he's trying to say, well, look, we feel betrayed. So I'm going to keep speaking until somebody hears me. I've heard some expert those title royal expert or some journalists or royal biographers that say, okay, we've written something about them, we know about them, we've been there, we've been with them, we've traveled with them, we've been there when they have some functions and we know everything, we have never seen them act that way. They are not like that. The royal family are not like this or like that. They try to give reasons why they think what Harry and Meghan is saying is wrong. And that is very problematic. Why? Because you came to visit me doesn't mean you know me. Because you came to spend a day or a week in my house, you could observe some things, but you might not really, you will never know everything about me. Never. People live with their parents and the parents don't even know everything about the child. Can go to work, come back home, they eat together, they discuss so much, they're very open with each other, but there are still some things the parent will not tell the children or the children tell the parent. Some things happen, might not be bad things, it might just be, I don't think it's necessary. So for you to think, because I've traveled with them, because I visited, so I know everything. No, you don't. You don't at all. I see that as a way of just being someone to be defensive of the royal family. What people I believe should be done is a way for people to speak in words that would touch the heart of almost say Prince Charles. He's not King Charles. so soften their hearts so that they can come together and try to resolve this. I think that's what the Duke and Duchess of Sussex want. Reconciliation. I feel because you write a book about somebody or you went there to interview them, the royal family or the institution, you shouldn't just conclude that, oh, I know everything. You can, because even if you live with them for a year or a month, you won't be able to know everything because there are things they will never discuss with the public. Even if you live with them, they see you as an outsider. If you come to them and say, well, I'm here for interview, they know you for information and they're going to give you what they think you need or what they think they want to share. They're not going to share anything other than what they want to share. That's sometimes when you hear they ask questions, the royals say, what do you think about this? They say no comment. They walk away because they don't want to share anything on that, speak on that topic you wanted to speak on. So they will only talk to you because you're there to get information, and they will only give you what they think is comfortable on their end to give to you. So whatever else is happening in the family, they're going to go into their bedroom or the family kind of meeting in those meetings within themselves and discuss it, which will never, ever be discussed outside because that's how they want it. It's a private matter and it's for their own private life. They want to keep it private. It's just like you would do. You have a situation in your family that you're not going to put out there on your social platforms, because you want to discuss it. No, there are some of them you would never put out. As much as you want to be open, you say, no, I don't want this. I don't want people to comment and say this about me or my family. I don't want people to think it. What I'm trying to say is this way. They might perceive it in the way that they will put some things I don't want. There are things you won't want to say. And if somebody come to visit your family, there are things you will want to discuss in their presence. For example, if you a friend of yours come to your family, and then you have issues with your, I don't know, parents or your spouse or your children, guess what? You will say, "Hey, I need to talk to you in the bedroom, or I need to talk to you. Let's go for a drive, or let's go out here and talk," because you have some visitors. So you're going to want to discuss those things. They are not different from every one of us. So sometimes I feel the pressure on them is much. If you haven't watched my other video, please do. I actually talk more on that on that line, but on this particular one, I believe Harry and Meghan have been classy and very private as well. In as much as you think they are out there in the public eye, but they are still very private because they could say so much because they know so much that you and I will never know. Harry grew up within the royal family. Meghan married. So Harry know a lot that you will never know. So I believe he's a very wise man, disciplined with his words, sensible, who has wisdom, because he's not out there saying everything that he knows. If he does, oh, that would be really, 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 really a big bombshell. And it could hurt the royal family. You know, I believe because of his love for his family, he tried to keep some things. Like, for example, when he talked about someone within what the institution, the family spoke about how dark the skin of Archie was going to be, their first child was going to be. He said, "I will never say who said it." He will never expose that person. That is discipline. That is respect as well for the family. Because otherwise, you just say, "Well, it was Peter that said it. It was John that said it. It was such and such person that said it." They said they're not going to say it. They both know who said, and that person know who he or she she is that said that word, but they're not going to say. That shows for me strength on their part, wisdom, classy, also very what I'm trying to use here, trust. They can be trusted with words. They can be trusted with situation, because they won't just go out there and, because I want to write a book, write everything, say everything. So anyway, let me stop here, and then I want you to actually listen to this interview with Anderson Cooper that Harry has with him, and I think it's just to do with his memoir that is going to be out short soon, in no time. Okay, now let's listen to Harry.
One of the criticisms that you've received is that, well, okay, fine, you want to move to California, you want to step back from the institutional role, why be so public? You say you tried to do this privately.
And every single time I've tried to do it privately, there have been briefings and leakings and planting of stories against me and my wife. You know, the family motto is never complain, never explain, but it's just a motto. And it doesn't really hold.
There's a lot of complaining and a lot of explaining.
Endless.
Private being done through leaks.
Through leaks. They will feed or have a conversation with the correspondent, and that correspondent will literally be spoon-fed information and write the story, and then at the bottom of it, they will say that they've reached out to Buckingham Palace for comment. But the whole story is Buckingham Palace commenting. So when we're being told for the last 6 years, we can't put a statement out to protect you, but you do it for other members of the family, there becomes a point when silence is betrayal.
So you could see Harry's point. He feels silence, like I said, is betrayal. And it's important that we, as people who listen to, who love to hear story from the royal family, In this next video, my heart actually just my heart goes out to Harry, because you could see someone that is crying now to hit the family so that they can reconcile. You could see someone that is reaching out for reconciliation. I know some people say, well, the real some quote unquote experts, real experts feel, well, if they bring them back to the family, they might be using them, getting information and going for interviews or doing documentary about the royal families and all of that stuff. So for that reason, even some people have advised, say, to the royal family or King Charles and don't accept them back. Don't bring them back to the royal family. Let them go. Let them just go because they have trouble or because whatever. These are some of these people will have family members that are worse than these people, but they still love them. They say allow them to come for Christmas. They allow them to come for special occasions. They have weddings, funeral, whatever it is that they're doing. They still invite them for vacation, to come and have vacation with them. So why do you want the king and Prince William to cut every tie they have with Prince Harry, knowing that those are his only two children, and this is William's only brother? So why do you go on and just feel, oh no, let them not be part of the royal family anymore. Let them stay in America where they are? I think that they should be given opportunity or chance to, talk about things and hear from their point of view, so that there will be peace, so that people can have their the relationship worked on. Also, I feel that once they can share their heart and be understood, guess what? The relationship will come back together. It'll be good for us. I want you to hear this for yourself.
It never needed to be this way. The leaking and the planting, I want a family, not an institution. They feel as though it's better to keep us somehow as the villains. They've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile. I would like to get my father back. I would like to have my brother back.
So this is exactly where the situation is so, I think, heartbreaking, into that word that I can't use. He wants to have them back. I believe deep in their heart as well, they want to have him back in the family. But the public opinion is also part of the royal family concern for forever. They're always listening to what the public say most of the time. They're always concerned about what the public say. For example, when Diana died, it said that the flag was not the flag was not down, and the public outcry, quickly it was done. Or when this lady complained about being asked so many questions on when she went to, what's her name, Fulani, when she went to the function that was going on a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago. The outcry was, once she went to social media and Twitter about it, or her Instagram page, whatever, boom, the whole people were commenting from everywhere. The royal family have to do something. So they have always been under pressure from the public to do what most of the time what the public will want, because it's a taxpayer that is keeping the real family. So for that reason, they feel they're obliged to always listen to them as much as possible. So with that being said, it's important. It's, I don't know how that can change really. That being said, I believe it's important for them to look into the fact that they are family, and that is most important for them to deal with it from that point of view. As families, they want to have a life together and try to forgive each other whatever has happened. That's my own point. So what is on your mind regarding these videos you have seen? What do you think? Do you think that the royal family should just always listen to the public, or do you think that it should because he actually said on one of the videos, he said some people are being protected while others are not, you know? So what do you think the royal family should do in regards to that? Do you think some people should be protected while some are not protected? Because that is what actually causes division in families. Because some people feel, oh, this one is love, I'm not love. Mom and dad love A more than B, myself, or they listen to A more, they're more concerned about B, or because B is very bright. So because you will come up with is an honor student and I'm not an honor student, they don't care about me, they care about this person, or because they think I'm not beautiful, she's more beautiful, handsome, whatever the reason is. Some family have this dynamics that just goes on within the family. So in order to make a family more peaceful, it's important that they work this out and don't do whatever you do for one, do it for everyone as much as possible, because you want there to be peace. You want there to be kind of, you know, love that is not been love within that love to continue within the family. That is so important, you know. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your mindset. Let me know, maybe you as well. How was your own upbringing? Do you have this issue, rivalry in your own family, or is it just you didn't notice anything because your parents just wouldn't show who they prefer to the other? So let me know what you think on this show. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you in our next video some other time. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year. And God bless you. Bye-bye.